Ever since I was little, I can remember my mom reading to my brother and I. She would sit us down on the couch before bed and we'd get to pick a story that she would read to us. I once read, "It's so incredibly important to read to children starting at a very young age. It helps develop their mind and interact with them." A study once showed that reading 1,000 books to your child before kindergarten had remarkable outcomes. While my mom would read, I would always spend time looking at the books, looking at their pictures, and wondering what the text was saying. I was in love with anything colorful and visual. It helped me know what is going on in the text that I was being read. By junior high, I started to lose interest in reading. I would always get headaches and become frustrated when I was reading alone or in class. When I told my parents about what I was experiencing in class, I was taken to the eye doctor where I was diagnosed with convergence insufficiency. Under normal circumstances, the eye must turn inward to view objects at near. Convergence insufficiency results when an individual has an outward natural or resting eye posture at near, which means that they must exert more effort to bring the eyes in while reading. This can make it appear as though words are moving while reading, as well as lead to blurred, double vision, impaired concentration, eye strain, drowsiness, and headaches. Those symptoms were exactly what I was feeling whenever I would sit in class and try to read. My eye doctor told me and my family that vision therapy at home would help improve my ability to read the board and books in the classroom. I constantly struggled with looking up at the board to take notes and then coming back down to my desk and focusing back on the text at my desk. I really wanted this vision therapy to work since I wanted to become an educator and teach my own students how to read and write. I began doing simple reading drills at home weekly, but no matter how much I did them and how often, my vision while reading didn't seem to be improving in the classroom. I finally went back to the eye doctor beginning my freshman year of high school. I was still having trouble concentrating on the board and looking back down to my desk, still getting headaches and becoming frustrated while reading. My eye doctor decided to have me come in weekly to meet with a therapist to work on my vision. By meeting with the therapist weekly, we were hopeful that my text reading would begin to improve and I would start to enjoy reading again. The drills I began doing at therapy were unique to my label and to what I was currently doing in life. We would work on visual sharpness at a board, where I would have to memorize numbers in the order I saw them in. We also worked on reading fluency from 2 different texts. I would be holding a piece of paper in my hand, reading from that, then would have to look up to the board and read another text that was further away. By attending vision therapy, my headaches began to decrease in the classroom and I was able to focus on the readings I was given. I found myself wanting to read more, and this was something I had never been able to say before. Vision therapy was as difficult as any other therapy. My eyes were tired a lot and I felt almost embarrassed to have to work on my reading skills at an older age. I knew all the eye strain and therapy sessions would pay off for me. I worked hard to be able to read at a rate I had never been able to do before. I can confidently say I do not have struggles with visual contrasting anymore. Over the years, I've developed a new interest for reading and writing that I never imagined I could reach. In the near future, when I get my own classroom, I want to be able to provide my students with visual stories and illustrations that will help them develop knowledge. It is incredibly important to provide the information different ways to students because every student learns differently. For example, because of my visual struggles, I developed a strong interest towards learning visually. To this day, I best gain knowledge not from reading information but from being shown it step by step. I want my students in my elementary class to be able to advocate for themselves on which way they learn best. Through this, I will be able to provide them all the information they need to succeed in my classroom.